Jefferson County Court, law number 2 is back in session at cause number 331-722. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Nor Warren Coates. We have Mr. Coates present in court with his attorney. Mr. Coates previously was sworn in. Mr. Coates entered a plea of guilty to the charge, to the class A misdemeanor charge of possession of a dangerous drug. Mr. Coates acknowledged that his signatures and initials was on State's Exhibit number 1, the misdemeanor plea admonishment. He also acknowledged that his signature was on trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. And he also acknowledged in that document that he understood that this is a plea bargain case. He has no right of appeal. And he also acknowledged that he was waiving his right to an appeal. He understood that. Now I have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Mr. Coates, do you recognize this document? And Mr. Coates, is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Right here.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Coates, before you sign and initialed all of these documents that I had mentioned, one's on the tablet and one's on paper, did you read the documents? Did you understand what you read? And did your attorney go over these documents with you? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Now, again, Mr. Coates, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor, State offer State's 1.
Any objections?
No objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Cole, you've advised that counsel, Mr. Coates, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial? Okay, and Mr. Coates, your attorney, Mr. Cole, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation? Has he provided fully effective and competent legal representation? Okay, Mr. Coates, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will also find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. In reference to that, the court has received a document titled Collection of Information Form for Mental Illness and Intellectual Disabilities. The court is taking judicial notice of the finding, conclusions, and recommendations in that case. And as is previously stated, and also this will be part of the court's record. Also, Mr. Coates, the court will find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given, and the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And in reference to this collection of information form or other mental illness and intellectual disability, the court will find that that the report does show that the defendant has a mental illness or intellectual disability, and that his case that he's being convicted for in this case is not a violent offense under the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure 17.032A, and the court find that has determined that there are community-based mental health, intellectual disability services that are appropriate and available to the defendant. Now, State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
You do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
In exchange for defendant's plea of guilty in this case, Your Honor, the state is recommending confinement in Jefferson County Jail for a period of 15 days.
Okay. Okay. Make sure I get the just hold on a minute. Now, Mr. The state is offering that you serve 15 days in Jefferson County Jail. You will be given credit for any time that you are entitled to get by law. The court cost in this case is $337. Mr. Coates, will you be able to pay the $337? No? Okay, Mr. Coates, I have before me a document that is titled Affidavit of Indigence. I'm gonna hand this document to your attorney and for you to review. Okay, now, Mr. Coates, did you have an opportunity to review this document? And on page 2 of this document, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defender's Signature. Is that your signature? Now, Mr. Coates, is everything in this document still true and correct today? Okay, so Mr. Coates, the court is going to find that you are indigent. And based on that finding of indigence, the $337 will be waived. That simply means you will not have to pay it because the court has found that you're indigent. So pursuant to Article 42.15 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure, the court costs in this case will be waived. Now, Mr. Coates, do you understand the state's offer? And do you think that the state's offer is fair and just? And do you accept the state's offer? Okay. And Mr. Coates, so you're going to be taken into custody by the bailiff. Mr. Porter? Well, Mr. Coates, please follow Mr. Porter. All right. Oh, let me do this here. I'll just go off the record on this here. Well, Mr. Coates, we've reviewed the assessment that we just mentioned, and arrangements have been made to address your issues in the Jefferson County Jail.
Yes.
So make sure that you cooperate with the staff.
I will.
Okay, and you have a blessed day.
You too.
All right. Oh, we need to get his thumbprint. She needs to get his thumbprint. Yes, Mr. Cole, you may be